So this is hibiscus sobolo juice or drink. Cheers. Hello, welcome to my channel. My name is Mamiesi and this is...
On this channel, you can call me Precious. Or Precious.
Oh, Precious. Okay, she's my daughter and I have her on this channel today because we are forced to quarantine. Huh?
You said quarantine.
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 Quarantine. I mean quarantine. Quarantine. What's the difference?
Okay, are we arguing for nothing?
They're all the same, sweetie. Well, I'm African. My accent is pure and grounded and rooted. Well, one of these days, I think we should really make a video and talk about what to expect as an African having a mixed race kid. This is normal, right?
Every day. Every day.
But today I'm going to talk about my quarantine experience and maybe our quarantine, because now you've been dragged into this now. So but before we continue, stay tuned, and I hope today's lesson might put some smiles on your face and you get to pick some lessons out for you as well. Stay tuned. Welcome back. So a week ago, actually started a week ago, if anybody had told me I'll be making a video and talking about COVID, I wouldn't believe it, because that was far from anything I've even thought of ever happening to me, you know. But I guess life is unpredictable and life happens to anyone, everybody, you know. And so whether good or bad, we thank God in everything and we move forward, right? So last week, Thursday, it started on Thursday. Sunday I went to church, then Tuesday, Wednesday we went for Bible study. Thursday I went to work, but I woke up not feeling normal like most days. It was painful to move my eyes up and down. That was the first symptoms I think I started having. When I looked straight, it was okay when I looked straight, but when I look up or down or side to side, I had a very strong pain in my eyes, backed with headache, and that headache felt like it was at the back of my head.
Something like that?
At the back, yes. So backed with that headache, and then throughout the shift while I was working, I started feeling very weak and feeling like it's as if I'm sick, you know. I could feel heat
Like
inside of me.
Heat stirring up.
Inside of me. Like a fever, but I couldn't put my finger on it, and I thought it was just a flu. So after work, I told my boss that I wasn't feeling too well and I was going to go to the urgent care. At the urgent care, I talked to the doctor and looked at the symptoms. She suggested that I go to the ER because they can do more tests, you know, blood work and yes, blood work, and they had the equipment to do more tests to really pinpoint what was going on. So I go to the ER, and later that evening they discharged me. They didn't see anything wrong, but they did a COVID test and they told me the next day, if I don't get a call from them, then it means everything is good, but if I get a call from them, it means I might have COVID positive. Okay, so they released me late in the evening, and so whilst at the hospital, I texted my boss that I can't work on Friday for some reason, as if I knew I had to call off. Friday morning, I missed a call actually from the hospital, and so I called them back, and they told me that ma'am.
You just said me.
Me? Did I say me?
Yeah.
Okay. Ma'am. Oh my goodness, sweetie. Ma'am. Madam. Anyway, we are sorry to tell you about your results, but we find out you are COVID positive. And so at the moment when she said that, it didn't really hit me, because she said you are COVID positive. I said, oh, okay. Then it suddenly hit me what she said. I said, excuse me, what? I'm what? I'm like, she said, you are COVID positive. I said, what? So she told me I'm COVID positive. And then I had been with my daughter. We've been doing fun stuff all the time. And so they asked me, who have you been in contact with, who is close to you? I said, well, my daughter is always with me. She said, you have to pull her out of school. She has to be on quarantine too, right? So you were just in school, right? I had just dropped you off shortly. And then suddenly, what, your teacher called you?
Pressy, you really gotta pack up and go. And then I'm like, what happened? Wait, what? Did I just do something wrong by coming into class? Is everyone gonna expel me now? What did I do?
And then it just told you you have to leave, right? So,
and then the nurse family told me.
Okay, so I picked her up right away and we had to quarantine. And I have to let you guys know, if you have not gotten the virus yet, and I know it's normal for you to think you will never get it until it really hits you that you have COVID, you know. And I wasn't prepared for it. I honestly I never thought I would get COVID, but in fact, you don't want to get COVID, and you don't even want that for your enemy. What does the Bible tells us about enemies?
That you pray for them and you bless them.
And you bless them.
Don't wish them COVID.
Don't wish the Bible did not add that. But even knowing that, we don't want or even want to wish COVID for our enemies, because COVID, it's not fun. It's no fun. It's horrible. Well, so this is the symptoms that I had. Okay, it started with pain in my eye. When I moved my eye up or down, side to side, it really hurt. It felt like there was a pin or what, like something poking me. Pain.
A needle. It has to be a needle.
No, a needle is too.
Itty bitty needle. Only itty bitty needles can do that.
Okay. But it felt very painful. The pain was kind of deep in the head, you know.
Like in the back.
Yes, and aside that, I had fever. I could feel heat inside of me. It's as if there was real heat or fire inside of me. I could breathe hot air, you know. And then I also felt weakness in my body, you know. At that time, I did not feel aches on my body. It was on Friday when they told me to, when they gave me the results and they told me to quarantine. By Saturday, Sunday, then it's as if now the actual symptoms of the COVID started hitting me. So that is me at the hospital. I really swelled up on the face, and you can see that here. And I also couldn't smell anything. Where I felt pain in my bones. I couldn't even, was it on Sunday or by Monday? I told you, I couldn't even lift
I think it was Tuesday.
This Tuesday, I couldn't even lift my arm.
Not even doing this.
Yes, it really hurt, because it's like my bones were paining me, like thumping. No, they were not fighting.
Yes, they were mad at each other.
They were mad at, no, the COVID. I know my body was trying to fight off the COVID, but it felt like my bone was thumping with pain all over, you know, and I couldn't lift my arm. That's all I remember, and I was so weak, and all I could do was just rest, drink lots of fluids, and Sobolo, the drink you saw us drinking, that is what we've been drinking. We Ghanaians call it Sobolo. The English name is hibiscus, right? Hibiscus. And so we added ginger, lemon, we blended the ginger, we added some lemon, and then we just boiled the hibiscus. And you can add honey to it, just that we didn't add honey. We just drank it authentic. That really has helped me, because it's not even, it's now a week. So today, it's a week today, and I'm already bouncing back. So we know that juice is helping. You have been exposed to the COVID. Is there any signs that you've had so far? None. Yeah.
I just feel like I can run 1,000,000 miles.
1,000,000 miles. you are
That's
not having.
impossible.
Yeah, you are not having any symptoms. So that is good. But then you still have to quarantine, and we are all drinking the Sobolo. We are drinking a lot of fluids. So not to make my video too long, I want you to understand that COVID can happen to anybody. It doesn't matter how hard you are praying. This really got me thinking, sweetie, that you know how you can be a believer and think you can't have COVID, you know?
Oh, yeah.
But it got me thinking about Job. The Bible said he was a righteous man, you know, he pleased the Lord, but then he got afflicted, you know, and God had permitted that to happen to him, you know. And so sometimes I know life happens to all of us, and even the Bible said that like, the fact that you're a believer doesn't mean you wouldn't go through trials or testing or affliction, okay? But even when we walk through the valley of the shadow of death, God is with us. He will help us through. And it's amazing how quick I have bounced back. I still have to be on the full quarantine, but by the grace of God, this lasted for like 5 days. I feel the pain and all the symptoms was like 5 days, and now I'm all strong.
You're like me. You're like me now. We can run a million miles now. Running time.
Yeah. So this is my experience with the COVID. I talked of the eye pain, the fever, the headache, the aches, the weakness, and you just feel restless. Even if you were resting, you know, it felt like you were just not comfortable.
No matter what you do, no matter how many pillows you put around you,
right.
You're just like.
So yeah. With that said, COVID is real, and so you have to keep washing your hands. Drink a lot of fluids
or water.
Or water, yes, especially if you have the COVID, and get a lot of rest. Get a lot of rest. And is there anything else you can add?
Please remember to pray.
Remember to pray. Oh my gosh. Remember to pray, because that was all we were adding to everything we're doing. And we had lots of time to just be indoors. Some days I woke up, I'm like, what are we doing today? What can we do? So we spent most times coloring, playing fun games.
Here's a tip. If you have someone with you that also has COVID, you can ask them to have like a drawing contest. With whatever materials you have, paint, colored pencils, markers, anything.
That has been fun. Yes, that has been fun. Yeah, because you have to find some way, somehow to pass that time. And if there are things that you've always wanted to do that you've not some way, somehow find time to do it, you're on COVID, try them. It will really, really help you. And it's not going to make you feel like, I mean,
what do I do?
This is the worst thing that is happening to me. You make the best out of it, and I promise you, God will see you through. So this has been our experience, and I hope this channel, I hope we got you smiling some way, somehow, and you've learned something too. At the end of the day, always remember that Jesus really
loves you.
Loves you. Never forget that. Enjoy your day wherever you are, and stay blessed. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Yes, to quarantine.
No, it's quarantine.
Quarantined.
Quarantine.
Quarantine. What's the big deal?
There is a big deal.
Okay, 1, 2, 3. Cheers to quarantine. I'll cut that part out. Yeah.